What's cracking, everybody, and welcome to episode 107. Oh, sorry, here. 107 of the Good Kraken, podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Ernell Pearson. Here with the first leaning man, the five slight man, the two blue lights man, the inevitable one, Devin Stanford. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey. What's happening? Should I here? Do I have to like?
It's Saturday.
There you go. Saturday. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna do our stream like this.
It's Saturday, guys.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Still in the process of like unpacking a lot, and I never really lean back in my chair. It's actually really comfortable.
It's nice, isn't it? It's real nice. Lean back in this bitch.
Like the fact that like mine leans back, my new one leans back, and it's the footrest really completes it, dude. It's
yeah.
Nice.
See,
Nice.
I don't have the footrest, but Garrick, magnetic.
No,
Hello.
mine's not magnetic.
I hate it.
Mine's just a regular one. I don't have the bougie magnetic pillow.
But yeah, no, I'm doing all right. We're just adjusting. Drinking the best Gatorade, no demand, lime cucumber.
Yep, the best Gatorade flavor. The only one that matters, right, Devin? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I definitely need this after last night. Let me tell you.
I love it, dude. We also have the man who hates lime cucumber Gatorade. It is Devin's little cherry blossom, Garrick B. Eaton. What's happening, Garrick, baby?
Just chilling, dog. Sitting in my
just chili
comfortable.
Dog?
Yeah, just chili dog, dude. Speaking of chili dogs, we're talking about some chili dog related stuff.
Is this what we're calling chili dog? Is this what we're doing?
Yeah, guys, we chillin', dog.
We chillin', dog. We're
chilling,
chilling,
dog.
dog.
Chilly dog.
dog.
Chilly,
We
dog.
hella chilly dog.
Yeah, we hella chilly right now, dog.
Garrick, how you doing, man? How was your week?
Smells like up, dog.
Is it up, dog? Dude, I had a nice, pretty chill week. My spring break is coming to an end. I get to go back to work. I go back to work on Monday. I've still got the rest of today and tomorrow though, so there's that.
That's nice.
But dude, I got a lot of gaming in. It's been nice. I beat Tiny Tina's yesterday.
Oh, congratulations! Are you gonna be talking about that later?
I finished one a little bit. Yeah, I'll be talking about it a little bit. So I finished one of the two games I wanted to complete over my spring break.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. What was the other one? What was the other one again?
Dude, Dying Light, and I think I'm gonna carve out a section for it today. I quit for a minute because like I had like side quest FOMO because you can miss some of them, but I think I'm like past all of the missable ones.
Okay.
So now I just now I'm gonna go finish the story and then I'll come back and wrap it up later.
Okay, I see you.
Man, guys, why didn't we talk about doing that for a splash damage? What the hell?
I mean, like when we do it again, I kind of want us to get to like the finale. You know what I mean? We should do that for like the finale. We should get caught up and then like
where we all three stopped in like our GK run through is like we stopped at like the climax of the fucking game. It's so infuriating for me because I've gone a little bit past it, so I know what's to come. And we stopped right at the cool shit.
I think we should just dive back into it. I think we should.
Yeah,
I think we really should.
All right. We'll talk about it soon.
We'll get Chasen with us. It'll be a great time. It'll be good.
It'll be nice to have Chase around. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's nice for you guys to be around us because today we're talking Maximum Pain, the BAFTA's winners, and our review of Sonic 2 and much, much more because this is the Good Kraken podcast. Your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live every Tuesday, 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m.
Yes, because that was legible.
If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to patreon.com/GoodKrakenShow where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive post-show content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea.
There we go, dude. I couldn't tell where we were. Like, you kind of lost me for a minute. I was like, I don't know where we're at in the read. So we went really fast, and I yarded a little early. My bad.
If you've emptied your pockets of the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Good Kraken Show. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you listening or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking the beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. Garrick.
Yeah.
Tell your fucking friends that we got some captain's orders, my friend. Have your family and friends and everybody you know join our fucking Discord. We've been pushing this for the past couple of weeks now. Come in, hang out in our Discord. Tell all your friends, tell your family, okay? Anybody that you know.
Tell your father, tell your dog.
Almost 100 people in our Discord.
We sure are. We're
close to 100 people.
The fish family has grown to a school.
Squid Squad. I don't like fish family. Squid Squad.
I know, but it's
it's
a variant. It's a variant. You know what I'm saying? It's like
both.
we have Squid Squad, but then like the fish family's like the quick reference. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, join our Discord. It's fun in there. We hang out. We have a good time. Devin yells at you if things go wrong. It's great. It's great.
No, I don't. I just yell at you.
It's true.
I don't. I love everybody. It's just Ernell just gets yelled at by everybody now, and it's kind of my fault. But
no, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I dug the fucking hole, and everyone's pushing me into it.
I'm sorry, but a white-tailed deer, like, dude.
Just give me just one good. Anyways, you guys will hear it in our shipwreck show. Okay, you guys will hear it just in our shipwreck show. Okay, that's all I need.
Did you guys see what I titled that episode?
Yes.
No, what'd you title it?
With just one punch.
Perfect. And with just one punch, Devin, what do we have for the people at home next?
Oh, we got the Helm. Yes, of course. I got my one squawk out. Good.
Garrick, what is the Helm, and what do we got first for the people?
The Helm is our news segment. We usually have about between 6 to 7 little news stories or any breaking news stories that would just come up to share with you guys before we move into our headlining segment for this episode. So without further ado, our first story today is Crystal Dynamics hires Days Gone director Jeff Ross. This is coming from GamesIndustry.biz staff. Tomb Raider studio Crystal Dynamics has hired Jeff Ross as its new design director. Ross announced the move via Twitter, adding, "I'm thrilled with the project and especially the team of wonderful people." Ross joins after a 7-month stint of Mortal Kombat maker NetherRealm Studios. Oh, that's right. I actually didn't know he was over there. Where he held a position as design manager. Prior to this, he spent almost 15 years working at Ben Studio, where he rose to become game director for PlayStation exclusive Days Gone. He has also worked at The Collective, Rockstar Vancouver, and Sony Computer Entertainment America. It's unclear which project he has been hired for, but it is known that Crystal Dynamics is supporting development of the Perfect Dark reboot and working on the new Tomb Raider powered by Unreal Engine 5.
I'm stoked.
Look, I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to play Days Gone.
I have not.
That game was absolutely just fucking disservice by critics. That is one of the coolest zombie video game representations I have ever seen. Like, I don't care if it's basically just a really, really pretty Norman Reedus rewrap.
Yeah, sure.
But it was cool as shit. Like, they're like the Freakers, like their take on the zombies were absolutely terrifying. Like, running into a horde of those is one of the most intense, if not the most intense zombie moment I think I've ever experienced in a video game. Like, dude, hundreds of zombies on screen. Like, it's nuts. Like, that shit's a sleeper game. Like, and he was the like the head director for that game. If he's on anything Crystal Dynamics, I'm super excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've thought about playing it. I never picked it up because it was so like poorly.
Dude, I know life.
It wasn't that poorly reviewed.
I front to back that game. it had a rough launch that it didn't recover from as quickly as some other games that have had rough launches and recovered, and it had just a long enough media lull that it really kind of hurt it in the long run. I'm like devastated, honestly, that this game is not getting a sequel because they set it up for one absolutely beautifully. Especially now that you have a PlayStation 5 or now, I'm pretty sure it's got a next gen update. You should absolutely play that game.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Okay.
play it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let me look up the price of this bad boy really quick.
It'll get you pretty sweaty dealing with those hordes too. It's also on
Dude,
PC as well.
It's on PC. Yeah, it got ported, dude. If it ever got on Xbox one day, I would lose my mind.
There's no way it will. There's no way it will.
Well, it's a Sony Bend studio, so it won't happen. It's first person, but dude, I want to see it. So, what's the price at or no?
It's $20 at GameStop right now.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's
not in our news, but just zombie related is how was it State of Decay has always kind of been more of a double A game, you know?
Yeah.
They announced recently that they have moved production over to Unreal Engine 5 and it will be a AAA focused game for Xbox now for State of Decay 3.
We'll see.
Garrick.
We'll see how they did.
Oh, okay, Garrick.
Oh, Garrick. We lost Garrick for a second.
What else is fucking new, man? What else
I
is
know,
fucking
right?
new?
I know, right? You gotta just take the router,
Dude,
and just
as soon
steal
as
it.
my
and
in-laws
just
move
steal
out,
it.
I'm running. I have a 100-foot Ethernet cable. I'm just running up here.
Yeah, 100%. You should do that. You should do that anyways. You know what I'm saying? You should just do it right now. You should just
next month I have Comcast coming in, and
well, your camera looks fine, Devin. Your camera looks fucking.
Oh,
great.
dude. I'm running off of my roommate's internet with like a lesser router, right?
Yeah.
And I think she only has 150 megabytes per second. But I talked to Comcast and they're upgrading me to 1 gigabyte for the same price.
Goddamn. Look at that.
Yeah.
Are you gonna share it with your roommate, or are you just gonna keep it in your room?
Yeah. I'm gonna share it with that speed. I'm gonna make that bill a little cheaper. You know?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. Garrick, what's our next story, man?
Our next one is Max Payne remakes are on the way. This is coming from Jay Peters at The Verge. Remedy Entertainment is remaking Max Payne and Max Payne 2: The Fall of Max Payne. Wow, that's a title. Is that a real title? Max Payne 2: The Fall of Max Payne?
That is a real title. That is the real title of the game. Yep.
That's a little embarrassing for them, as actually. Anyways, the company is establishing a new development agreement with Rockstar Games for the remakes, which will be released as a single title for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series XS. We are thrilled when our longtime friends at Remedy approached us about remaking the original Max Payne games. Rockstar Games founder Sam Houser said in a press release, "We are massive fans of the work of the Remedy team has created over the years, and we cannot wait to see these new versions."
Devin, I know you were saying earlier you were pretty hype on this. What level of hype are you at? Talk about it. What are you feeling?
Dude,
what do you think?
I'm like an 8 out of 10. It's been forever since I played the Max Payne games, but they're really good games and they got really good stories.
They got movie adaptations too, didn't they?
A fucking Marky Mark movie adaptation.
That's right.
Arguably way better than Uncharted.
Uncharted wasn't that bad. I can't stand you.
I'm just saying he did a better job in Max Payne than he did doing Uncharted.
No, sure.
He did.
Sure.
He did. You saw the movie.
Sure.
You've seen Max Payne.
Sure.
You did.
It's not that it's hard to play a Max Payne character, but
no. It's also not hard to actually cast somebody who's old with gray hair that actually looks like Sully.
He wasn't supposed to be old. He wasn't supposed to be old. It's a prequel, goddammit.
All right, I'll stop. But,
Nathan Drake was like 18. No, anyways.
yeah. Nathan Drake was like fucking 13. Anyways, He's 13-year-old bartender.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Max
Anyway.
Payne, are you so you're stoked just to get more Max Payne, or do you think there's room for like them to follow up in the older story?
I think the remakes are going to be really cool because of the way that technology has progressed since they made these games. I mean, this is OG Xbox,
Right.
like OG Xbox,
Right.
you know, and back then they were like considered genre defining and technological leaps back then. So
I remember conversations around them as like the
Mhm.
games launched. They were really popular.
Yeah, and the last one I played was obviously Max Payne 3 on the 360, which I actually really really like that game. Just really good like action adventure thriller, like you know just cop drama essentially.
Love me
Um,
good old cop drama.
yeah, I know. We talk about that shit all the time. Fucking Town, Departed. The list goes on with movies.
Right.
The
Y'all
Wrath
gonna
of
watch
Man.
Tokyo Vice? Y'all gonna watch Tokyo Vice?
Maybe. Yeah, I just saw the trailer for it today. But I think this is going to be awesome, especially with Remedy, like at the helm of development, like with what they've done with Control and Alan Wake and everything.
Control's a bop. That is true.
Yeah,
It is a bop.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet, but it's a fucking bop.
Yeah.
Dude.
So good.
It's so
it's a
good.
great game. I need to. I've only played base game Control, but I do own all the DLC and stuff. I just haven't tapped into it yet.
Did
But-
you finish the base game?
No, I'm like
It's a big game, dude. It's a big game. I didn't realize how big
I
it was.
probably like
It's
only
just-
60 or 70% through it. It's just
It's SCP Metroidvania, dog. It's
Dude,
the
Yeah.
shit.
I
Yeah.
played like 12 hours. I was like, holy fuck! I feel like I'm still in the beginning of the game, man. Like, it's,
dude, it's a 30 to 40 hour game.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yeah.
That's way bigger than I thought it was going. Because I thought it was going to be like a good 20-hour experience, right? Like 20-hour like
Surreal and shit.
Oh shit! I have a sword. She has a. Oh yeah. Because we gave her the mud thing. Because Xander
Yeah.
didn't want her anymore.
Yeah.
So we
fuck
took
you,
her.
Xander. I still love you, but fuck you.
Hydrate, hose.
I will hydrate with my lime
So
cucumber Gatorade.
according to I always like have a hard time trusting how long to beat because I feel like anybody who like puts their shit on how long to beat is just cruising through these games. They're like 18 hours, really? But
Sure.
apparently all styles for Control, it says it's about a 17 and a half hour game.
Really? I thought it was like 30, 40. Maybe
So,
that's including
realistically, it's probably
It
closer to
says
24
completionist. Yeah, probably about a 25 hour for the average person.
for a
because
regular
17
gamer.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, 17 and a half hours, dude.
Please.
No.
And that game gets difficult. That
Yeah.
game gets difficult too.
Yeah, it does.
Um,
But Devin, there's some cool stuff that is not quite as difficult, but kind of as difficult. Tell the people at home what we got next.
So this one's actually really fucking cool. Jason Momoa to star in an Apple series about war and colonization in Hawaii. This is coming from Adele Anchors over at IGN. According to Deadline, the project marks the first time Momoa, who is of Hawaiian descent, has written for television. He's joined forces with Thomas Sabit.
Yep.
Pa'a Sabit to pen the script for the historical drama, which will follow the epic and unprecedented telling of the unification and colonization of Hawaii from an indigenous point of view across the series' 8 episodes. Momoa, who is starring in the series, will serve as an executive producer alongside Sabit. The duo will be joined by several other executive producers, including Francis Lawrence, Peter Charon, Jenno Topping, Eric Holmberg, and Doug Jun. Jun, who is also attached as showrunner with Justin Chon, currently in negotiations to direct the first 2 episodes.
So this is really fucking cool because there's not a lot of stories that actually talk about the history and colonization of Hawaii from a standpoint that is actually like a good conversation to have around it. I mean, technically, we're still having colonization in our islands, and so it's like it's hard to have a conversation around it that doesn't feel very biased towards American history books, because they, like a lot of, modern day, American history books, refuse to acknowledge the fact that Hawaii's been historically colonized and has never stopped being colonized since like non-Hawaiians stepped foot on the fucking islands in the first place. And so it's cool to start finally getting content that sort of focuses around the point of view of indigenous Polynesians that have been in the Hawaiian Islands for so long. I'm half and half on this, because like I really, really love them making this a show and making a talking point in like some form of entertainment. And it's important that we get that. I'm half and half because Jason Momoa, I'm half and half on as a person, because he I love Jason Momoa, I do, but there's some things that are about him that are problematic, and I like, because he's native Hawaiian, and he represents it in such a weird way, that like a lot of us Polynesians are like, you're almost not Hawaiian, but like, well, you are, so we give you that respect. But like, he represents it in such a weird way. His production team is called Pride of Gypsies, which is super not okay. Like there's
Really?
just like, yeah, it's like he's kind of a problematic fucking dude. Like, by all means, I can't decide if I want to be him or be on top of him, but like he's like everything else about him, I'm just kind of like, Jason, daddy, chill.
I think the worst part about this whole show is just the fact that fucking Apple TV's the one doing it.
I wish it was Netflix or something, right?
They
Yeah,
have
right. Something that was more accessible.
They do have Apple TV has a relationship with Jason Momoa, because he's been doing a lot of shows with Apple TV.
Yeah, that's true. He has been.
And that's why that's happening. I'll be honest, I forgot the names of a lot of the shows that he's been doing, because I don't watch Apple TV.
Yeah, there's the one where he's like the blind like warrior guy. Like, I know that. He's in like two others, I believe.
Yeah.
There's like a pirate one he's into, and yeah.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know. I mean, it's
that's probably why Apple just probably gave him the best deal, and he's like, okay,
sure. Yeah, I mean, like I do wish it was on a bigger platform, so to speak. But I mean, like, it's cool. It's cool that it's happening at all, which is why I'm like excited for it.
Don't underestimate how big the Apple TV platform is, because I mean, we live in our PC world and our entertainment world, but the basic household who just has iMacs and Apple TVs, like, I mean, people who don't do this stuff.
But does the basic household have Apple TV? Like, that's the real question. Like, because if we start looking at numbers between Apple TV and Netflix, I would argue that Netflix is way higher.
I am interested in that, actually.
Yeah, because I feel, because that's obviously the deeper conversation. Like, it's like, the reason I say that I wish it wasn't necessarily on Apple TV is because this is such an important conversation to have, and I don't think Apple TV is like as big of a platform as something as Netflix, so to speak.
I mean, the number of Apple TV paid subscribers is estimated at 25 million as of March 2022.
Okay, so what is that versus something like Netflix?
I know Netflix is more. I'm just saying
221.8 million.
Okay, so we start talking about like an eighth of the amount of people.
So
it's not necessarily I'm saying that nobody has Apple TV, because obviously like people do.
25 million still is a lot of people. That's like how many people have Game Pass.
Yeah, and I mean, like, granted, like, it's a lot of people. I just wish that something like this, that it's this important of a conversation, was happening on something that is gonna be on everybody's lap. Because, like, you see like a show like on the Netflix window, and you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch that or not, and then 2 weeks later blows up because it was on the Netflix front page. You know what I mean? Like, we don't ever get that with Apple TV, so it's like it's hard for us to really feel like that piece of entertainment is going to like be on the table of conversation when it's we don't know if it's going to blow up in the same way. You know what I mean? So I mean, regardless, it's still cool that it's being made at all, and I think that is a step in the right direction. Who knows? Maybe it could like not do as well on Apple TV, and Netflix decides to buy it out. That happens a lot. So who knows? But it is cool that it's being made, and I will give them that credit at least. So
I'm interested. I have Apple TV too. I just hardly watch it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get it.
There's just so much content,
so much
guys.
fucking things to subscribe.
I don't have
to,
enough.
Man.
I don't have enough time. It's not my Apple TV too. So it's somebody else's.
Yeah, dude, Apple TV is basic. It is just shy of being like the smallest streaming platform.
Yeah. I mean, like, granted, I think that's just it's fairly new as far as like.
It's only a couple years old, right?
Yeah, I mean, in comparison to others, though, it's fairly new, right? Like, I mean, we're talking like that or Paramount. Like how
Paramount Plus has like has 56 million. So it's
is that before or after Halo? Is that before or after Halo?
That was quarter 4 2021.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Really? Oh, wow.
So these are all 2021 numbers. Yeah, we don't have any quarter 4 number or quarter 1 numbers.
We've had this conversation about like Paramount is like a huge movie production company.
It's sleeping.
Yeah, and like they have Comedy Central on there. They have MTV, like tons of movies and stuff, and Halo. So it's like there's actually a lot of really good content on there. Yeah, like a lot.
It's just a bummer because I feel like this could have been a cool series for like HBO Max.
Yeah,
it would have been cool there. It would have been really cool there. Surreal says, "Is the shit on Apple TV free?" I'm pretty sure it's a paid subscription, right?
It is.
It's $9.99 a month.
Yeah. So it is a paid subscription. You don't necessarily need the Apple TV thing to watch it.
No, I use my Xbox.
It is an app. But like, if you want to get the Apple TV thing, that's fine. But there's just not enough stuff on Apple TV for me to justify getting the subscription right now. So that's all.
There's a show. It's an M. Night Shyamalan show called The Servant. That is good.
I've heard it's fire.
Yeah, it's really good. It's got what's his face who plays Ron Weasley. Mm-hmm. He's in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right. Rupert Grint.
Yeah.
I've heard like there's been some bangers. I've heard that there's some bangers. They just don't have enough for me to like justify it yet. Like once they're out of like
I use someone else's.
Fair.
Yeah, you know me. It's I do a lot of streaming platform trades with people. I'm like, hey, I got this. You let me use that. You can use this.
Hey, you gotta be in it for the hustle, baby. But speaking of Jason Momoa's pirate stuff that he did on Apple TV.
Absolutely. Since our sales just soared high to the high winds, Sea of Thieves details new randomized pirate legend adventure. Legend of the Veil. This comes from Matt Walls over at Eurogamer. Pirate legends yearning for some adventure to really test their nautical prowess will finally get their wish on April 21st. Rare initially teased Legend of the Veil during its Sea of Thieves 2022 roadmap reveal back in January. And with a release date for the adventure now confirmed, the developer has shared more on what players can expect to see come its arrival. While Sea of Thieves' existing pirate legend focus, Athena voyages are little more than a clutch of trading company tasks strung together into one lengthy quest. Legend of the Veil is aiming to be rather more ambitious, blending the cinematic presentation of previous Tall Tale adventures, complete with cutscenes, music, and voice work, with the randomness and replayability of standard voyages.
Surreal, the answer is yes. You are re-downloading Sea of Thieves because we have some stuff planning on, so hang tight.
It's on my Xbox right now, but honestly, like, may I take the floor?
Yes, sir. By all means, you're our guy who's still playing the fuck out of it. So,
I'm actually really excited for this. Basically, the way this reads, I've been doing a little bit of research on it. So the original like Pirate Legends Athena stuff, it's exactly like it's just an extension of like the trading companies that already exist with like a little bit like more complex and but like complexity and length. But the new Legend of the Veil stuff, they are wanting to take like the cinematic dungeon-esque like story-driven content that they did for the season 3 Sea of Thieves and bringing that to their original mythos that exists in like their game universe. And so I think it's going to be really cool with like the characters they've set up with like Flame, like Captain Flameheart being like the big bad villain, and some of the other characters. Like it's gonna be interesting to see like the world's like stories get a little bit more fleshed out in like actual like quest form. I'm excited to see this. I do still play this pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Pretty regularly.
I 100% would, because I do really, really love this game. My issue is, one, I hardly ever had anyone to play it with. But two, just the absolute just unsuspecting brokenness of the game. Like, it can happen at any moment for anything.
You guys came in at the Pirates of the Caribbean thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, I played beforehand, I didn't play for a
not.
long time.
Yeah. So like, even so, I came back again around the same, like the Pirates content. That shit was fucked. Like that, like the second mission was almost unplayable for like the entire community, because either like it would bug out straight up, or it like people would grief you and sink your ship. So when like you finished the mission, you had nowhere to return to. They fixed all that since then, thank Christ. But dude, even since like last time, like I took like a bigger break over a couple months because that pirate thing left kind of a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
Because it was really buggy. Like, and if that's you guys probably experienced just that, and it soured a lot of people's experience. It has been exponentially, like they've improved servers since then. Like overall gameplay, like smooth. They literally have even fine-tuned like button hitboxes, like interaction hitboxes. Like it's now tight. It's now like more like the game's more tight when you like interact with like barrels and chests and stuff. They've been doing some like some software hardware work, and it's worth coming back to. It's getting there, especially if like they're keeping that fresh content. We should get into it.
Yeah, like 100%. And I've never disliked Sea of Thieves. I just get turned off of games when I'm really stoked about it, and then I run into game-breaking things, i.e. Cyberpunk,
and then it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah,
fuck that.
Yeah,
or like, Dying Light when it runs up 30 frames. Yeah.
Dude, no, it was not running at 30 frames when I started. Like it was running at like 22 at best.
Yeah,
that was no. There was a whole thing about it. They did that immediate patch for the Series X version of the game.
Wait until Devin finds out that movies run at 29.9.
I already know what movies run at.
I'm joking.
There's a difference, between cinematic scale and actual like.
Devin's like 30 fidelity. Frames. Give me my ticket money back.
I'm never going to a movie ever again.
I don't see, Vernell. That's why I have a subscription. I just don't pay for tickets.
Devin, that's not why. You do, because we see movies a lot. It's fucking expensive as shit. That's why we do. Which, by the way, don't forget, I need to get that Cinemark thing.
Yeah,
you fucking do. Don't sleep on Movie Club, dude. That shit, I use it regularly.
I keep forgetting.
I'm a platinum member.
I keep forgetting. Vandal says putting in a lot of work for a dead game. I mean, like, even though it's dead, whatever, dude. It's still fun. Like,
wait, what's a dead game?
I don't.
11K viewers on Twitch on off-peak hours. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
No, there's 16K viewers on Twitch, and there's 2.9 million followers. What do you mean a dead game?
It's like
just because
like
you don't play it doesn't mean it's a dead game.
All right, listen. Chill. we reserve that energy for Larry, who comes in here and he's like, that game's dog shit.
Love you, Larry. Fuck you.
We love you too, Vandal. We love you too. Vandal, dead game. No, you know what is a dead game, and it breaks my fucking heart, is The Division 2. Because if I can make
a dead game,
that is a dead ass game. If I can bring back The Division 2, god damn it, man. God damn it. I wish I could, but yeah, no. That one's not it. Anyways, guys.
But we were talking about it earlier in our meeting, but you will see it in the announcements on the 22nd. We will be playing Sea of Thieves, a not dead game.
a not dead game for this
Yeah,
event specifically.
I convinced him. I convinced him to make a comeback, guys.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
go.
gonna try to make it happen, and it won't be dead. It won't be dead because it's not a dead game. Anyways, another things that are not dead: the 18th annual BAFTA Awards winners. We're going to do a rundown with you guys really quick. So the BAFTAs, for anyone who doesn't know, is the British Academy Games Awards, basically the British version of the Game Awards, effectively. So Vandal dead game. Vandal's on that pedestal.
So
Film awards.
I just gotta say this just before we get really into this. In the last 30 days, over 16 million people have played Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, they sure have. They sure have.
And right now, there is 165,000 people playing the game right now.
Yeah, it's shit goes.
We
Look, he just said that game smaller.
Yeah, put it smaller. I love it. Garrick, so BAFTA British Academy Films Awards.
I forget they do too.
They do games as well. Yeah, they do a games event.
Yeah, I forget they have their own thing.
Vandal's killing me. 16 million dead children. Jesus. Vandal. Anyways, we're just going to give you guys a rundown here. The BAFTA 2022 nominee for performer in a supporting role. The winner was Kimberly Brooks as Hollis Forsyth in Psychonauts 2. Nominee for performer in a leading role. Winner went to Jane Perry as Celine Vassos in Returnal. EE Game of the Year went to Unpacking. Technical achievement went to Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. That's fair. Original,
that makes a lot of sense.
Best original property went to It Takes Two. Very good game.
Yes.
Best narrative went to Unpacking. Best music went to Returnal. Best multiplayer game went to It Takes Two. Best game design went to Inscription. Best game beyond entertainment went to Before Your Eyes. Oh yes, it's so good. Yes, that game needs more awards. God damn it, dude.
Give it awards.
Best family game went to Chicory, A Colorful Tale. Best evolving game went to No Man's Sky. Holy shit, that game's still getting awards.
No Man's Sky is still going strong.
Dead game.
If I had more time. If I had more time, I would play that game. But that is a time sink.
It is a big time sink, dude. My drummer still plays it, and
a universe worth of open sandbox.
My cousin plays it.
He puts easily like 40 hours a week into that game, and he still is just like not like. Vandal. Also, hey, I said it for you, dog. I knew that was coming. Best debut game goes to Tome. Best audio achievement goes to The Artful Escape, which makes sense.
That makes so much sense. Guys, have you played that yet?
I played it, yeah. Because I know you and I were talking about it during the
Garrick, you would love it. You would
really
love
like
that
it.
game.
Oh, I know I would. Yeah. It's on my list.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. It's literally like a 2 to 4 hour thing.
Yeah, it's fun. Is
it on Game Pass? Is it on console too?
Yeah. That's where I played it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's a fun game. It's a very short experience, but it's made by an ex-musician, so it's like like the feeling of it, the love towards musicianship is like it's there. It's at that caliber. So
yeah, it's a fantastic game. It's a lot of people chose it as their game of the year this last year.
Yeah,
I heard a great conversation around it.
Yeah, very, very good. Best artistic achievement went to The Artful Escape again. Best animation went to Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And the best British game went to Forza Horizon 5. And then finally, best game went to Returnal.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Returnal got hella awards from the BAFTA. Was like all about Returnal.
Well, I mean, Returnal was winning some other awards too, but
the soundtrack in Returnal was pretty dope. Like that, like that. It deserved. I was a little upset it didn't get more at Game Awards.
It got.
But I'm glad it got.
There's an argument to be had that it got snubbed. You know what I'm saying? It got hella, just like Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? The game got fucking snubbed.
It got snubbed. But dude, like, it was so good.
Since you brought up Guardians of the Galaxy, have you guys seen the conversation about that game since it came out on Game Pass and how everybody loves it?
There's literally there's like a brand new article about it, about how like that game is just now finding its audience because like, dude, I love Crystal Dynamics, but like they burned some motherfuckers
that
with that
was
Marbles game.
Yeah,
And
Eidos Montreal knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, they killed it with this game. Like,
you still
such
need to
a
play
good
it or
narrative.
no?
Yeah,
You
don't
still
sleep
need to
on
play
it.
it.
So good.
Please,
right
dude.
next to me.
So
I
good.
know, dude. You need to play.
So good.
It's a linear experience. It's something you can just play and beat, and then you don't have to play it again. You just have to experience the story.
That game is like a crisp 25 hours tops too.
Yeah. It's good, and the combat is very samey, but eventually, like
I don't care. I don't care.
When you get like further though, and you unlock like everybody's abilities, and you figure out how to synergize everything, it's really fun. Because you're just going through everything, no problem.
Yeah. I'm not worried about the combat being samey. We played Final Fantasy games for years.
Yeah. I still play Final Fantasy games. I still play them.
Yeah. It's those games get extra samey in the combat in those, except for Final Fantasy VII. That one was pretty exciting. But
I will say, Stranger of Paradise combat, pretty fucking fun, my guys.
Yeah. All right. I see my good sir.
I'm working on my ninja class now.
Your ninja class? Got your ninja class, my guy?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, anyways, before we move into our headlining segment, I want to remind everybody that they can support us over on patreon.com/Kraken Show, where they can get exclusive post-show content. They can write into the show. They can talk to us on there. They can get exclusive Patreon rewards here in the near future. Lots and lots of cool shit. But if they're listening to this, they do not support us on Patreon. So for now, have a word from our sponsors.
This piece of good Kraken content is brought to you by Glide mousepads. The world is changing, and the demand for PC gaming and work from home setups has never been as wild as it is right now. Having the best of the best in PC accessories only makes it easier to get your work done before you jump right back into the fray of the digital sea. And Glide knows exactly how to make that happen for you. Glide Mousepads is the future industry leader in mousepads, offering beautiful, smooth, waterproof products made with eco-friendly materials and non-slip rubber in a variety of sizes that are guaranteed to help you get that next win. Now, if you're like me and you spend a lot of time in your command center, whether it's streaming, editing, or designing, you need a quality mousepad that can keep up with that constant grind. You can go to glidemousepads.com right now and use code KRAKEN for 15% off the Founders Edition mousepad in every size available. Again, that's code KRAKEN, Kraken, for 15% off any Founders Edition mousepad today.
Our next sponsor is Rogue Energy. Late nights are pretty much commonplace for us content creators, and any of us here at GK can attest that sometimes you're just too damn tired to even think about how not to be tired any longer. Lucky for us, though, Rogue has figured out how to give those late nights and even earlier mornings the supercharge that we all need. Rogue Energy is a low-calorie, no-sugar energy formula that is the perfect alternative to sugar-filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Every formula Rogue Energy produces is designed with optimal levels of high-quality ingredients and no chalky textures. Being the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, Rogue Energy strives to improve the in-game performance of gamers, streamers, and content creators around the globe. Check it. We have been drinking the ever-living crap out of this stuff. If I'll be completely honest with you, me, Devin, Garrick, Xander, Raven, Genesee, all of us here at GK absolutely adore this drink. It helps us in the mornings, helps us in the evenings. You guys know how it is. We've been going on about this forever, and it is no exception now. It's still taking care of us to this day. You can head on over to rogueenergy.com and use code GKRAKEN for 10% off your purchase of any shaker or formula tub of your choosing. That's GKRAKEN for 10% off any shaker or formula tub that you'd like. Now, back to the show. What is the noise I just heard? What was that?
Oh, that was his tail hitting the door. He's a big boy.
He was just causing destruction on his way out. He's like, I'm out, and he just knocks a bunch of shit over. Like, fuck you, Dad.
No, that was my dog.
Oh, it was your. Oh, okay.
It was my.
It was your dog, not Amos. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I was mistaken.
Amos,
okay.
Amos is small.
Oh, Amos. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, baby. Hello. Yeah, get that snack. Get that snack in. Garrick, tell the people at home what we have next, my guy.
We have the Gallows.
Protect your neck.
Protect your neck. It's the
Protect your
Gallows.
neck.
Let's go.
Protect your
Let's go.
neck.
Guys, today for our headlining segment, we are talking Sonic the Hedgehog 2 review. Let's fucking go, boys. Released April 8th, 2022, directed by Jeff Fowler, with a budget of $90 million and a box office so far of $29.8 million and a runtime of 2 hours and 2 minutes. Goddamn, here we go. Some fun trivia for you guys. The movie is released 30 years exactly to the day after Tails' debut in the identically titled Sonic the Hedgehog 2 video game. That's fucking cool.
Did you guys see like all the anniversary posters they made for the movie that were replicas of the original box art too?
Yeah, dude. Oh man, it's great. And also, funny enough, the same woman who does the voice of Tails in the games does Tails' voice in the movie. That's fucking rad.
You want to know something really cool?
Yep.
What?
Sonic 2 is the first video game I ever played
Sonic 2 was?
on the Sega Genesis.
Really? Oh,
The
Nice.
very first video game I
Nice.
ever played.
because
I was 2 years old.
Sonic and Knuckles was the first one I played on Sega Genesis. Which is funny enough. Who would have fucking thought, you know what I mean? But yeah, Colleen O'Shaughnessy is the voice of Tails, and she does both platforms.
Oh,
of Tails
dude,
as a
you
character.
can tell immediately if you've played any Sonic game because
It-
I'm
oh,
pretty sure
dude.
she voices Sonic across the board, or she just is the voice of
She
Tails.
is Tails. Like
she
period.
just is Tails.
Yeah,
And so
oh my
like
God, it's
you're
so
just like,
good.
yep, you dude. It's just so rad to like see. You're just like, yep, that's the character. Mhm.
It's insane. Like, I mean, we're gonna get into it, but like, honestly, like, they're just doing a great job. They really are.
They're
But continue. Tell the people.
the cat, Garrick's cat.
What'd your cat do this time?
Just doing cat stuff. Just doing cat stuff. Just doing cat stuff, man.
Ernell, when are you gonna have an animal?
This bitch.
So I'm actually allergic to most pet danders, so I try not to have like a fur animal if I can help
Get a
it.
snake or a lizard.
Why would I want that? I had a turtle for a really long time.
Turtles
Dude,
are cool.
get
I had a
yourself
turtle.
a gecko, like a leopard gecko. They have a lot of
That-
personality. They live forever
Yeah.
and they're low maintenance.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you can get some big ones too.
Listen, I have enough of a little buddy with a child right now. That's my pet. Is my child.
That's fair.
My child.
Damn,
No,
guys,
we-
Ernell's calling kids
I
pets.
I actually I want to get a wiener dog at some point or another. I've been
dachshund?
wanting a dachshund for a really
I had
really
a
long
dachshund.
time, dude.
So one thing about dachshunds, you have to make sure you take them to the vet all the time because they're very, very prone to cancer.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
My dream dog though is a Samoyed. I wanted a Samoyed since fucking years, man. But they're like giant Pomeranians. They're floofy and white. And we're not talking about dogs. We're talking
about hedgehogs.
We're talking about
and
hedgehogs
foxes
right now.
today.
Let's go. Jason Momoa and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson were originally offered the voice role of Knuckles, but had to turn them down due to scheduling conflicts, specifically with Jason Momoa for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom coming out next
Thank
year.
God.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
God for that, man, because that would have been real weird. I think we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Some of the classic levels from the 16-bit Sonic titles can also be found littered throughout this sequel. The mysterious mushroom planet that Robotnik has been trapped on since the first movie is a clear allusion to the Mushroom Hill Zone, while Knuckles later collides with a water truck sporting the name Splash Hill Zone on the side of it. There's even more between Green Hill, obviously. You know, there's tons of places. Tons
The
of places.
temple, the
in
Chaos
this,
Temple.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but there's lots of shit. There's a lot of shit here. This is Idris Elba's fourth voice-over role, after Zootopia in 2016, The Jungle Book in 2016, and Finding Dory in 2016. 3 all done for movies released in the same year. All 3 features were Disney films, making this his first non-Disney voice role, in addition to being his second time doing voiceover work in a live-action film.
He did a great job.
He did a fucking
He
good job.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
He did a great job.
and
Honestly, a lot of comedy coming from him too. Like a lot.
dude, Idris Elba's fucking hilarious. Like after seeing him, especially in the Suicide Squad, like
The Suicide Squad.
he's a fucking funny guy. Like I can totally see him in any comedic role.
Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot
Part took me the fuck out, dude. The Vandal. Can we talk about how much of a daddy Idris Elba is? Yes, 100%.
Yes,
he's daddy.
100%.
And I totally like this movie. Like I totally get the whole like sexy Knuckles thing that happened after the initial announcement trailer for Sonic 2, when everyone was like, "Oh, Idris Elba's gonna be Knuckles. Can't wait to hear his voice in the trailer." Trailer drops, and everyone was like, "Oh, Knuckles sounds hot." I fucking hate this meta so much.
I was just like, dude, I know you're into Echidna, but you be sounding sultry as fuck right
He
now.
is just that voice the entire movie. Anyways, while talking exclusively to Screen Rant, Jim Carrey said that it was vital for him to quote unquote connect with Robotnik that people were used to seeing in their video game, and that he even pushed for the character to have the quote unquote round suit. Higher up shot the idea down though, and it never reached the concept stage. But Carrey said that it could happen, and quote, he thought that the look was really cool, end quote.
All right.
Yeah.
He is such a good Dr. Robotnik. Like, and I mean, it's Jim Carrey. It's just Jim Carrey channeling Jim Carrey.
Did you guys hear that this is like his final movie? He's
Okay.
It's
not official. It's not official yet.
Yeah.
But it is being talked about, and he did say that he looked at everything he's done, and he's happy with what he's done. He said it has been enough.
Oh,
and he said that he is
body
enough.
of work. Like if he's happy with his career, I'm happy for him. Like by all means.
Yeah. I would like to see him, just personally, I would like to see him return for one more Sonic movie.
Yeah.
Just one. And then I'll be happy, and they can move on from that.
Well, apparently they're already in talks to prepare things story-wise in the event that he doesn't come back, and they're saying that they're not going to try to recast him or anything. They're just going to reframe the story, which actually sets up things perfectly, and we'll talk about it in the post show. But good for he really does. I was worried at first finding out that he was casted for Robotnik in the first movie, just when they made the initial announcement, and then seeing like the first like 15 minutes of him on screen, I was like, I'm in. I'm fucking in, dude. Yeah. Like this is so good, man. And I'm really glad that they actually went the direction of not making him like round Eggman, because it just works, right? It just works. Next up, Idris Elba.
We got the Easter egg for it.
We did.
For the round
we did.
Suit.
We did.
Yeah,
we did. Yeah. That was fucking creative as fuck. Idris Elba discussed with Jeff Fowler the voice of Knuckles, stating, quote, "We did try out some voices to figure out what he might sound like. He looks sort of menacing. I actually wanted to try to play him with a squeaky voice. I thought that might be funny, but they didn't think that was funny, and that idea got nixed immediately. But we did try different voices, cadences, and accents. Knuckles isn't a big talker, but when he does speak, he's very blunt." Also, to add on to this too, Idris Elba
from him a little bit.
You got what?
Drax the Destroyer vibes a little bit from his
yeah, very much so, and I really enjoyed it.
I loved it.
To add on to this too, apparently Idris Elba, I didn't put it in the notes here because it's not quite as important, but he is a gamer. So he's played since like the Commodore days. He had a Sega Genesis and stuff, and like he did play Sonic games back in the day too. So like, he's got a personal connection to, the history of the characters in this, and so it goes to show, like, how important he took care of this. Imagine Knuckles with, like, a higher voice, though. Like, imagine, like, animated Sonic show Knuckles in this movie, like...
I'm glad it got shot down.
His voice was perfect. He
really
did such a good job.
It really was, dude.
Imagine doing voiceover work and wanting to, like, change your voice for parts, but then every producer go, no, we have you
Just
voiceover just because of your voice.
Yeah, just be you. Just be you, but make it American,
Yeah.
right? That's all we
Yeah,
need.
just lose the British accent. You're
That's
good.
all we need. That's all we need, man. Tails and Knuckles were originally planned to have major roles for the first film. However, that was largely thrown away by the wayside to focus on Sonic and Robotnik, though Tails makes a brief appearance in the Stinger, obviously.
Smart choice.
Very smart choice. I think there was very, very good build up here. Get us committed to Sonic as a character, generally speaking, and then introduce some new stuff from there. It was a very, very good choice. Let's get into it, boys. Devin, what were your top level thoughts of Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
Oh, dude, it's a fun, very, very, very vibrant movie. It's extremely vibrant. Lots of colors, lots of places, lots of CGI, lots of pop media cultural references. Lots of them. Like at one point, like it talks about celebrity feuds. Like it's
Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel.
yeah, it's just oh man, they make Marvel references, DC references. It's definitely a pop culture of the times movie that's actually very current. The action sequences were actually really fun. Some of the comedy I was like, oh yeah, this is a family movie. This is definitely a family movie, you know. Um but I liked it. I had a really good time. I enjoyed the movie a lot. The pacing was good throughout it. I mean, it moves fast, but it has to. It's Sonic, right? It's gotta go fast. It almost felt like
I hate
they
you for that. I hate you so much for that.
they even made a Talladega Nights reference too.
Yep,
It's
yep.
just gotta go fast.
Vandal says boo, dead Devin.
Oh man, after last night, yeah, that's why I'm drinking my Gatorade Zero
Lime cucumber, the
flavor-
best Gatorade
best
flavor.
flavor.
Yeah, that is correct.
It's not.
I hate you.
I'm just
Go.
Yeah, you notice when you said that, your camera went all pixelated. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Even your camera
shame
knew.
you.
Yeah. Discord knew. It knew. You're like, no,
Yeah.
don't speak on this. Even Discord agrees that
Whatever.
lime cucumbers.
Whatever. Whatever.
Vandal says rain lime. Get out of here, dog. Rain. I will. I will give you that.
But
'cause the rain
I'm saying
is better than-
specifically best Gatorade flavor.
Anyways,
Not rain.
let's not derail further here. Continue,
Yeah.
Devin.
But yeah, the movie's fun. It's funny. It's got good action. The CGI was great. I mean, it had to be because it's focused around CGI characters. I didn't really have a whole lot of questions in the movie. I was just like along for the ride, and I was enjoying myself. With the first movie, I had my doubts. I'm sure we all did. I didn't even see it in theaters or anything. Didn't go
Yeah,
out of my way
same.
to rent it. And
Oh,
then
I
when
saw
it
it in
went
theaters.
when it went to streaming, I watched it and I was very surprised. And it's actually, to this day, I think these Sonic movies are the best video game movies that have ever come out.
That's a fair
They're
conversation.
fantastic. They're fantastic.
Surreal, you'll get our ratings here in a second. Garrick, what are your top level thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
I have some of the same things as Devin actually. I thought of the really great color use in this movie. I really liked the color use. It was super vibrant. I loved the story and the pacing. This is hands down, like, this movie just did a really good job like reinforcing the fact that Knuckles is the best Sonic character, and I'm not sorry for saying that even a little bit. Like, the characters were done well. Like, Ben Schwartz did like a perfect, like, he does such a fantastic job being Sonic. Like, he voiced it character. Like, I loved the humor. I loved like all the voice actors did fantastic jobs. Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. I knew we were gonna get like the more unhinged version this time, the one that like we're more used to seeing in the video games. It's like just batshit crazy.
Yeah.
I really loved it. they definitely they did a really good job with pop culture references, and I do have like one critique, which it actually goes against one of the things that Devin said. I thought some of the CGI was like radically fucking inconsistent and jarring. Like there was a couple of scenes. Oh yeah, there was a couple of scenes where I was just like, "This you're running out of the budget there a little bit there at the end on some of these 1 second close up like the
There
frame to
was
frame
some
transitions."
moments, right? There was, yeah.
There was a couple where I was just like, that was kind of weird, or like there was a couple of weird things that I noticed with like Tails' tails throughout the movie. Like whenever his tail and whenever like anybody like stroked his CGI tail in the movie, it like clipped. It was bizarre. But it's never in the wide shots. It's only in like the close up frame to frames, and it's like really really quick. But there was just enough of them where I was just like, that looked kind of funky, like in comparison to everything else.
There's one moment specifically that I started dying next to Logan last night, Devin, where near the end of the movie, Robotnik is doing something. And to show him kind of coming across the screen, it looked like they had cut out a PNG picture of Robotnik and just slowly dragged him across the screen in slow motion. And I was like, what?
Yeah, there was just a couple of like just really strange things. Not bad, like it's not bad. It's literally it's just like you can tell like those were the moments where just like, all right, we're getting kind of close on budget. We need to scrub a couple of things, and like those were just the things they had to make the choices on.
And it's not a lot. It's not a lot. No, it's just like a few things.
It's not a lot.
I probably just didn't notice it. I'll be honest. I was sitting in the movie theater near the end. I was like, oh, I'm kind of tired. Long story short, I was up at 5:45 a.m. yesterday. So
like aside from like just a couple of like just small yet jarring CGI inconsistencies, I love what this did for the franchise of the films. It sets it up beautifully for like a sequel and gives us all the characters that we wanted. They're introducing the characters at like the right pace, right? Because the Sonic cast is pretty big these days, and they're probably only going to add in like I can only see a couple more that they're going to do. Like I'm thinking maybe like Big the Cat and Rouge are probably going to come in.
Not Amy or whatever.
I'd see Amy.
Amy will probably come in too. But like I think those will be like the last three that we get introduced from like that group. Just because that would balance out kind of our teams, so to speak.
Actually, I could see a Metal Sonic villain.
Oh yeah, like the Mecha Sonic, the Metal Sonic. That's totally. There's some they have room to do some really cool characters. I just felt like they did like a really good job servicing like the lore in like Sonic, and like especially like the later like 3D games. Like I thought this was like a great introduction to like getting the stuff that we saw in like Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, where like there was like the Light in the Dark campaign with like Knuckles and Sonic and Tails, and then who was it? It was Shadow and Rouge and one other person. I can't remember. But like
it's been a while.
Like I would love to see them set up like those two teams like battling for like the Chaos Emeralds.
Sure. Yeah, dude. This movie was so much fun. I had so much fun at this. Like I coming into it from what I experienced in Sonic 1, just like Devin, I had some doubts. I was like real worried going into the first movie. And then I watched it, I was like, this is really good. Like this is really good, just like cheesy little action adventure movie, right? Like I was super soaked from the first movie, and then going into this one, I was like, they can't let us down, right? Like there's very, very little chance. And they didn't. I don't think they really let us down. I think that they really committed in a different direction in this one, where the first one sort of felt like a a family movie with Sonic sort of like skinned on top of it and like Sonic stuff happening in it, whereas this one was a Sonic movie with family elements. And that made it even better for me, kind of like watching and being like still being able to understand the references they're making, understand like the Sonic Easter eggs in this. I think that if you're a Sonic fan, you like this movie is for you. I think that if you're a kid, this movie is for you. This
100%.
Devin can attest for this. Last night, a majority of our theater were kids, and it was
full families, whole theater. Theater.
Dude, our theater clapped at the end of the movie.
Like, so that's what I was gonna say. This movie, it was fucking hilarious because I was explaining it to because my mom, like, I stopped by and checked it with her, gave her some money that she was wanting, and she was like, how was the movie? And I was like, it was good. It was interesting because like opening night Marvel movie is like us, 30-year-old, like right around that age frame. We're losing our shit during Marvel movies. And this movie was so special to me because like this was a Marvel opening night Marvel experience for kids, and these kids in our theater were fucking going ballistic, dude. Like,
there was 2 scenes in the movie. You guys know the exact 2 scenes I'm talking about at the end, and then the post-credit stuff.
Yep.
And like, dude, my theater flipped.
Oh, we lost our shit, dude.
Just kids screaming, dude. I was just like, this is just like sub 13 Marvel reaction right now, dude. It was I was like hyped for them,
dude. I
was just like, yeah, you guys are gonna get this. Like, this is cool. I was like, I started getting sucked into it because all the kids in the families, like, dude, like I heard parents, like there was like a couple of parents next to me, and they were just like, oh my god, is that? And then like I was just like, I love that you're all getting hyped for this. This is cool,
dude. It was fun. Like I thought it was a really, really special experience. And like that's what I'm going to say, like as a parent myself, like I could not recommend this. I want to take my daughter and my nephew to go see this fucking movie because like it was such a special experience, like seeing the like how engaged this movie was with children and with like a family setting. And that's such a cool experience to fucking have for a movie like this. And they nailed it. The family aspect, the energy in this movie. I was not bored a single part of this movie, which is always good to say. I was never bored during this movie at all. And it was exciting, it was fun, it was goofy, and all the elements that you would really want from a good family movie, but even more so, it pays so much respect to Sonic fans. This movie is a really good fan service movie.
So, like, it's such a good fan service film. Like, dude, was your guys' theater full? Mine sold out.
Ours was full. It was almost full.
A full theater.
The only part of our theater that wasn't full were like the seats that were right in front of the screen.
Nosebleeds.
Yeah, like we are like because we always usually pick like the very back or like the row right in front of the very back. And we do like XD, so it's like the seat rows are like virtually like apart from each other. Like
there's less seats.
Yeah, but our
theaters are like that too.
Chock full of families and kids, and like they were running. It was funny. I was pointing out like every quiet moment in the movie or even prior to the movie, like there was chatter because of all the kids. Like there was not a actual quiet moment.
It was never quiet. It was definitely like all the families were there. Like kids were asking questions. It was actually, I don't know, maybe like I felt like that movie was kind of revitalizing because like this was like the first time I personally have seen this many families outside doing something post-pandemic. And so I don't know, maybe it just made me like happy to just see all the families together. Dude, like I don't know, but it was cool. It was exciting.
It made me really stoked to be ready for like post-pandemic like Marvel experiences again, because like No Way Home was like the first time in so long we had gotten like a full-on like opening night Marvel experience. We were losing our shit. It was so much fun seeing like reaction videos and stuff to it. I'm really excited to go see Doctor Strange opening night. Devin, let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go, baby. But this was just, it was a kid's Marvel experience in a way that felt so right. So much fun. The fan serving was incredible in this movie. They make so many references. I could not give this movie any more love. Like they really just made such a fucking good movie here. I was so excited about it. There were some parts that were like extra goofy, extra cheesy, and it fits in this world though. And I think
knew its audience. It knew its audience.
It knows its audience, and I think it does the best part about this movie is they set up the rules in the first movie and they capitalize on those rules in this movie. And so like there's no like added stuff into this. They're taking what we know from the first movie and just building upon it. And I thought that was really, really like the use of like the rings as portals, right? We got introduced that in the first movie, and instead of like giving us a new mechanic around that, they just gave us cooler stuff that they could do with it. And I thought that was like really, really rad for them to take what we knew from the first movie, what they built in the first movie, and just really just like double down on like what they were dishing out for us and just giving us more story. In a way that like felt like it was driving itself. And like I said, we weren't bored at all. So it's like the story in this movie was just chop, 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 right down to the grit. I was a little bit weird about the B plot in this movie, because I felt like it was completely unnecessary, but like it's a family movie, so it's going to have like a goofy B plot. And so when I like realized, this is going to be more family experience of Devin, what were you gonna say?
No, I just said yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna chime in for a second. It's a good movie, man. It's a fucking good movie, dude.
It's a good movie.
Let's get into it though. Like, what do we have any moments? Any details in this movie that like we felt like are like shine the most? Like, do you guys feel like this movie? Because we talk about like how good of a fan service it is. Like, do you guys feel like there was room for even more, that like they could have handled that even better? Like I don't know. Again, like, we're doing spoiler free here.
Dude,
so like,
I don't know. I feel like the spoiler free makes it kind of tough, because some of the best fan service moments that like or were things that we've seen in video games in like representations of the characters in certain ways.
Right.
And like that's the shit. Like that's the most power. Like that climax, that third act was
amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, like
such a good third act.
My favorite thing, I'm not going to go into details of what the place is, but in that third act, when they are going to retrieve the item, all the spike traps, all the fire, all that stuff like that you would see in the game when you're going through the zones, and all those traps being implemented into the movie was really cool. Like, because those are riddled throughout the games, and they made it so all the characters in the movie had to navigate their way around that stuff, which was really cool to see.
Yeah,
dude, the fan service of this is so just like weirdly
so
meta in the best way.
Yeah, it was
like
it was perfect. It was honestly perfect. Like the fan service. I'm not saying the movie's perfect, but the fan service was perfect.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like it just they do in a way that we never see done correctly in video game movies, right? We never see it done correctly, at least to this extent, right? Like the entire concept of Sonic being horrified of water, right? Is so just perfectly placed into this movie that like,
why is it always water?
It's always water. Like I fucking lost it the entire time,
dude. They only put it in as a really small Easter egg, but the guardian units of nations, and they're like gun.
It was so fucking
like,
funny, dude.
Cool, right?
Yeah, it's. This movie is so goofy in that sense of like trying to like give us correct fan service in a way that didn't feel like overdone, and I could not give it any more appreciation for doing that for us as like game nerds. You know what I'm saying? Like we all played Sonic games at some point or another in our fucking lives, and so like they nailed it.
Some of those Easter eggs are like deep cuts,
deep cuts, dude.
Also,
like Sonic's bed, his race car bed. That's like a newspaper comic strip Easter egg.
Yeah.
Like
deep shit.
Devin, one thing I wanted to say: did you notice how like they had tanks, they had missiles and stuff like that, right? But there was no actual guns in this movie. Everything was tasers.
Yeah,
everything.
Because it's a family, dude.
It's a family movie. Yeah.
The fact that Knuckles the fact that his favorite fruit is grapes.
Yeah, dude.
Dessert. Are we having grapes?
Does it have any grapes in it?
Does it have grapes? That was so fucking funny, dude. Oh my god.
The handshake that kept happening throughout the movie.
Oh, dude.
Really? That handshake.
Such a good running joke.
Dude, it's so good, man. Actually, speaking of which, let's talk a little bit about Knuckles as a character in this. Obviously not giving any spoilers, but Idris Elba fucking killed this role. Like,
a beautiful
shocking
representation of the character.
Yeah, dude, like, because I remember watching like the Sonic animated stuff like way back in the day, and we got a Knuckles that was very like mysterious kind of voice acting. He was like, "Yeah, Sonic, I'm gonna get you," and he just sounds like brooding in a different way. Where this is like hateful, brooding, like intimidating Knuckles in a way that like we've never actually really seen him in that format before. And I feel like Idris Elba was just, he was spot fucking on in this voice acting role, man.
Like I said, like Idris's portrayal of Knuckles in this, like, just reinforced the fact that like Knuckles is my favorite Sonic character, always has been, always will be.
Yeah, same.
And like,
same.
Dude, like I got the way he portrays him is like I got that like we got like a little taste of like the Knuckles that we see in like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, where he's like Knuckles is like the broody hero, and like so like which is kind of like how they set him up to possibly be in the future.
Right.
And like dude, I'm so excited to see like what they do with his character, because like he's pivotal, right? He's part of the crew. It's like it's Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. Like that's the trifecta. Yeah. And so like, dude, it was kind of a power moment to get to see them like on screen together.
Oh, dude, like, yeah. I mean, like, again, no spoilers here, but like there's some moments that happen in this where you see like the like tricolor sort of like moments of like them sort of standing together in like various scenes, whether it is, you know, them opposed, them like being like having conversation, those moments between Sonic and Knuckles like facing off, and like that contrast between those two characters is done in such a way that was, one, they animate that with just their color palettes, generally speaking, and then two, the contrast in like their characters' voices at all. And I think that was like why it was such a good decision to have Idris Elba just commit to just use your voice, because like contrast to Sonic's voice, it's gonna work really, really well. And honestly, perfect fucking decision. I want to give props though to Tails' character in this, because I feel like Tails was spot on. Like spot on. Yeah. Like, granted, absolutely. Same voice actress, sure, but Tails as a character completely, between the character art, the fur, like the way that he interacts with Sonic, the way that the CGI sort of like shapes Tails into the world that they're like living in, felt right. It didn't feel like contradictory to the style of Sonic living in this world. Just the dialogue I felt was so perfect, because Tails is supposed to be sort of like this innocent child that is just kind of caught up in some shit, but loves Sonic enough to want to help out with things. And like, that was so perfectly placed into this. Devin, who is your favorite character in this whole movie? I kind of want to know that, because there's a lot of shining in this movie here.
I mean, it's honestly, for me, it's a competition between Sonic and Knuckles. It's really hard for me because like I love Sonic just on pure nostalgia. Yeah. Again, first video game I ever played. Yeah. But Idris Elba's portrayal of Knuckles was so good. Yeah. And I also just want to give a lot of credit to Jim Carrey with Dr. Robotnik too, because like
he's pretty unhinged in this. He's pretty,
it was perfect.
With the quill, dude.
Yeah,
he's like nah.
Dude, we get
I love
like
it so much.
The last Sonic movie was like Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey, but this movie was weirdly more Jim Carrey than Jim Carrey in the last movie. And like, they just said, go make it worse. Make it worse.
You see him keep doing the claw references in the movie?
Oh
He kept
yeah,
doing the
right.
claw. Yeah.
Dude, there's oh my god, he fucking nailed it in
Well,
this. Oh my god,
he did it on the red carpet or the blue carpet as they call it for the movie too.
Oh,
They
yeah.
tried was it Damian Hatfield from IGN tried handing him one of the Sonic furry Xbox controllers.
Right,
And he just
right.
went like this. He just went, I can't hold it right now. Like on the blue carpet for the premiere. He's just like, I got this thing. It's the claw. He's like, I just can't.
Dude, oh my god, they fucking nailed it with him. I want to give some light
Yeah.
on his very obviously gay like like protege.
Dude, I
Yeah.
love Stone so
Stone
much.
is
Yeah.
fucking
I found the rock
hilarious.
and I named it Stone.
And he it's so good, dude. Yeah, the whole
Prepare my
like
latte.
Here's the thing I want to know though.
yeah.
Who are those characters in the very beginning
Which ones?
Which ones?
on the Mushroom Planet?
Oh, God, I think okay. So in Sonic, they're usually little ball people, but I recognize their bird helmets. Their bird
Yeah,
their
the
bird
helmet.
helmets are like that. That's what I can't remember what they're called, but they're usually in that the jungle level of Sonic games. They're like the little
Jungle Zone.
Jungle Zone, yeah, thank you. Yeah, they're usually in the jungle zone, but they have like little like bird shaped like head covers, and they're like little like ball shaped guys. I think that's who they were supposed to be. Because in
They
the
had some
first,
cool weaponry. They had some cool weaponry.
They
When I
did.
saw that, I was like, oh, okay.
yeah, dude, oh shit, and then fucking Robotnik just fucking wow, dude, like it. Oh, God, man, they just did so good in this movie. They did so fucking good in this movie. I can't
really did.
fucking believe it, man.
You know, if I'm gonna say my favorite character, just because of portrayal and execution, it's gonna be Dr. Robotnik, because like without him being the way he was, I don't think the movie would have carried itself as well.
That's a fair point. I think that's a
Fair.
very, very fair point. Yeah, because you could there's a conversation that could be had of like, did we even need him? Like, could we have just used Knuckles as a main character in this for pushing that story forward? And the answer is no. Like, Robotnik
no.
very much is the reason why
Robotnik's
this.
too pivotal of a character for Sonic.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
It's just like we've had the conversation before with Eternals. Granted, we like the movie, but that movie could have been done without the deviants entirely.
Yeah. Exactly, and this is
They were just there.
this is a movie where they utilize all the pieces in such a way that's just perfectly placed. With that said, guys, we don't want to talk in circles here. Devin, what's your rating of this movie, and should people see it right away?
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
God damn, my guy. God
Yep.
damn. Okay.
I know it seems like we give like high reviews a lot, but I think this movie is very deserving of it. It is, in my opinion, without a doubt, the best video game movie we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Like 100%. With the references to the original games, the cartoons, the comic strips, the love that was put in from all the actors and voice actors for the characters and the portrayal. It was just, I don't know how you do a better Sonic movie. I don't.
Sure. I mean,
know?
do you feel like, because a 9 out of 10 is pretty high. Do you think that all those things make this a good movie, like generally speaking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially for an action adventure family movie. It's got comedy sprinkled throughout the whole thing. It's on the nose with current pop culture media. It's yeah. I mean, I gave an 8 to the first one, and this is better than the first one.
Oh, you like it more than the first one? Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right. I like it. And should people see it right away?
Yes, absolutely. If you saw the first movie and you liked it, or if you are a fan of Sonic at all, if you played the games, you definitely should see this movie.
All right. Sounds good. Garrick, should people see this movie right away? And what is your rating?
I'll start with yes, absolutely. People should see this right away. Also, Devin, if it makes you feel any better, I do notice that we do give high reviews, but we're also not film critics, so fuck them. Film
Yeah.
critics are shitty. We review things the way we want to here at GK. And
Mhm.
also, don't feel bad. Morbius got like an average of a 6 from us. So
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
like, I think
we averaged
the official
like
GK review is a 6 for Morbius.
Yeah,
So
very much
That's
so.
fair.
So, but with that being said, I don't feel bad at all about giving this a 9. Like, I also enjoyed this more than the original. All the characters were perfectly placed. Everybody either voiced or acted their characters perfectly. The weird CGI things was just a personal critique that I noticed. It doesn't dull the entertainment value of this film at all. That was just like me looking at it from like that critical perspective. It doesn't diminish the fun value. This movie is arguably the best video game adaptation, period.
Yeah.
That I've ever seen. It's incredibly fun. It's a family film, but it's got something for the kids. Some of the pop culture references are really tastefully done. It's got enough action in it to keep even the parents entertained. And if you're a Sonic fan, this does amazing things for the franchise. Like they one for one some of the video game scenes on the live screen.
Yeah, very much
Like
so.
from like you didn't like I didn't think it would be possible for them to do some of them, but like the waterfall scene between Knuckles and Sonic, that's literally Sonic the Hedgehog. That is exact. So you can screenshot that moment in Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Like it is tastefully it's probably some of the best fan service ever implemented into a film because they did it in a way that feels like it's just supposed to be there.
Right. It was just a part of the story ultimately,
it just
right?
fits. Like it's this is a 9 out of 10 movie. Like I don't give a crap with like the critics weren't gonna like this because it's a family film. Critics don't unless it's Disney Pixar. Critics don't do family films.
Yeah.
In my experience, but like this is a 9 out of 10. Like this is a great movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think absolutely people should go see this. I think it's a lot of fun. If you're at all a fan of Sonic, go see it. If you at all like video game adaptations, go see it. If you have kids, and just want a family movie experience, go fucking see this movie. I think that especially if you have kids, you should go see this movie because this is like I said, this was a special experience for like children. And I could see myself being like 10 years old and losing my shit over this. Like 6 to 10 years old, I would have gone fucking crazy for this movie,
Right,
dude.
like you felt that for them when they had that moment.
Dude, absolutely, man. Like go ahead.
This movie got a 98% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Just for everybody.
Dude, yeah. With that said, I'm giving this movie a 9 out of 10 as well. The grievances I have with this movie as far as like little tiny moments, I was like, whatever, are forgiven because it's a family movie. And I feel like that doesn't necessarily take away from the experience whatsoever because I'm not going to come at this the same way I would say a Nolan film, right? Where like this movie did not have was not intended to be perfect, and that works out in its favor in a sense that I feel like it gets more points from me because it wasn't trying to be perfect. It was trying to fan service and give us a fun experience. And this movie is fun front to fucking back, dude. This movie was such a good adventure, especially coming off the tail of like movies like Uncharted that were like intending to be fun adventure movies. This movie, Sonic 2, did fun adventure movie better than Uncharted did. And I feel like that goes to show like you don't have to try too hard and you don't have to be too ambitious to give us something that is so much joy in just a 2-hour experience for us to come in and just like be a part of something that is more than just a cheesy goofy like adventure story to have. Like they gave us something that we could relate to because of the nostalgia and a story that would be memorable because weirdly enough I feel like all of us are going to remember this story for a while. Like this movie had a
yeah.
lot of very memorable moments, and
Yeah.
I think that goes to its credit. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for me, man. So that's it, guys. Officially 9 out of 10 from Good Kraken
9
for
out of
Sonic
10.
the Hedgehog 2. Devin, you're gonna jump in for a second. Go ahead.
I just wanted to make one more reference,
Yeah.
and so Ben Schwartz voices Sonic, right?
Yes.
He played the very notable and pinnacle character in Parks and Recreation,
Yes.
Jean Ralphio.
Yeah, he does.
There was a moment.
You're bringing it up.
Yeah,
Let's
there's
go.
a moment where he fucking does it, and he goes, "It's the worst." As Sonic,
Yeah,
and
he
I
does.
lost it.
Fucking
I lost it.
good, dude. Well, because in the first one, when I was gathering some of the trivia in the first movie, they actually were trying to keep them from doing too many Parks and Rec references in the first movie, so they cut out basically all except for one, I believe it was, in the first movie, and in this one they're like, no, we'll drop a couple. And there's a couple in this
I'm
movie.
so glad they did.
There's
Yeah,
a couple
I'm
in
so
this fucking
happy.
movie, dude.
Because I love Parks and Rec. Like, it is one of my favorite comedies that I've ever
same.
seen. And when that happened, I just felt my heart
It
go.
warms.
Bum, bum.
Yeah, dude. That's the beauty of this movie, man. So many moments like that. So yeah, if you're a Parks and Rec fan, go see this movie too. It's for you as well. Guys, our schedule for next week on Tuesday, we have another Good Kraken podcast. We're talking the best video game protagonist. I put antagonist here. Best video game protagonist.
Antagonist would be a good one too, though.
Week following, maybe we talk about that. Best video game protagonist. We're gonna be talking a little bit of that on Tuesday. Come and hang out with us. Next Wednesday, we got another Seventh Brevin with another Cyberpunk 2077 stream. You guys seem to enjoy it. Devin had a fucking good time. We're coming in. We're following up with more of the story. Come in, hang out with us at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be a lot of fun. Then Thursday, we have a Splash Damage. Hopefully not live recording this time because I accidentally let it be go live on YouTube last
Shipwreck
week.
show, not Splash.
Yeah, Shipwreck, not Splash.
You know what I'm saying? With that said, if you want to be a part of that, join our Patreon or don't. You might be able to see it anyways. Next Friday, we have Splash Damage, our multiplayer gaming stream, where we will be playing Dead by Daylight again because we missed it. And it was a lot of fun fucking last time. So come and hang out. It's Dead by Daylight next Friday. It'll be me. It might be Devin. We don't know yet. It'll be Garrick. It'll be Chase for sure. We're going to be gathering some people.
I will be there at some point, probably.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah, if I'm not there at the beginning, I'll be there at some point, and you will at least hear my voice. Or we'll put me in or something. We'll figure it out.
Surreal's like, what? You didn't tell me. I mean, Surreal, we might have one extra spot left. I mean,
we're trying to get a party of 5.
Today, so we want a party of 5, custom lobby.
So I mean, let's talk Surreal. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. And then next Saturday, we have another Good Kraken podcast with our special guest, DJ Simfix. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Joe, let's go. Let's fucking go, boys. Anyways, guys, what's up?
I said, hey.
Oh, hey. Okay. Hey. I thought you said, hey. Surreal said, I'm killer. It's obvious.
Let's go.
DJ is going to be so much fun next Saturday. I'm super stoked on it. Anyways, guys, please let us know your thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Let us know if you got to go see it yet, if you want to go see it, if you plan on bringing your kids to it, if you plan on doing all the fun things for it. And if you did see it, let us know what you thought of the movie down below in the comments. Let us know on Twitter. Let us know on our Discord. We want to hear from you guys. In the meantime, y'all, this has been the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you enjoyed the show, you can head on over to patreon.com/GoodKrakenShow, where you can submit questions and topics to the show. You can get exclusive post-show content, and you have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. We're going to go record a spoiler-filled post-show right now, but until next time, my friends, be good to each other.
Do I look like I need your power?